up, YouTube? Topaz Yates back with another daily review, and this time is to that Logic Tree of Life featuring a few guys, Slug and Killer Mike. And I like this track, man. I like the production, I like the concept, but yet there's just certain things about it that ucks the shit out of me. That production is pretty dope, man, even though it's using some rather recent samples and such in it, like that drum line he got on there. That's that Common, The Corner, one of my favorite tracks that Common has ever fucking done. And then the piano roll on top of it, man, I have heard that shit a ton of times. I just can't put my finger on where it originated from. But overall, both of these samples tied together just so perfectly with an excellent bass line, man, it really fucking works. And then Logic rapping on top of it is the icing on the fucking cake, because he got the perfect flow for this entire track. And then the concept that he's hitting us with is rather damn interesting. See, what he's pretty much rapping about is the differences of genres of music and such, man, and he's ultimately saying that it's all part of the same damn tree, you dig? You could like one branch more than the others because one is closer to the roots, but ultimately it's all part of the same fucking tree. And historically speaking, this is absolutely fucking true. I mean, you can tie hip-hop back to soul music, you can tie soul music back to jazz, you can tie jazz music back to country, you can tie country music back to rock and roll, man. All of this shit is fucking connected, and you can tell because the core fundamentals have evolved as time goes on. It's just a different style of people doing it. So overall, Logic is looking at this damn article or whatever he's looking at, saying that, okay, you're talking about the music that we love, the music that we hate, but it's ultimately all the same motherfucking thing. Why is you gonna hate on other people's shit? And I feel him 100%, and people need to recognize this. Instead of being in your own zone, focusing on only one type of motherfucking music, realize it's all connected, so therefore there's good music throughout all genres. But then it kind of goes downhill from there, man, because Slug's really not talented enough to be on this track, man. And then Killer Mike, he goes on his own tangent about him and his chick, really kind of off the topic and such, which that kind of annoys the shit out of me. I wish that Logic just would have took this for himself and made it into a phenomenal track, but overall still one I would recommend people to go ahead and peep out. But this concludes today's review, man, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Mr. Good Goes Hard. Then we're going to jump into the news. Then we're going to jump into an article from downloadpads.com. So did you guys hear about the CEO that bought that $1 million Wu-Tang album? He got fired from his CEO position in a pharmaceutical company and such, and the company has gone fucking bankrupt since. And you know, he's not getting very many sympathies from me because of what he did by raising the price of some medicine that people actually motherfucking needed to live. And he raised it a ridiculous amount of money, and his whole company, they get no sympathy either because a bunch of people had to co-sign this shit too, even though he's the fucking fall guy. I'm just happy that Wu-Tang got theirs out of the whole deal. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpads.com, and today's article is about me explaining my top 10 list songs that dropped for this year, man, because a lot of people kind of upset about it. And quite honestly, I'm not backing down from my perspective that these are the top 10 songs, even though I did forget about that Drake back-to-back, which I do feel as though that deserved a slot in this top 10. But ultimately, I'm very happy with this list because I selected a bunch of songs that didn't get the notoriety of, say, the Kendrick Lamar R.I., that didn't get the Drake and Future type energy, promotion and shit, you did, but overall quality fucking music from beginning to fucking end. And that was really the core concept of my top 10 songs, man, because I wanted to hit people with stuff that they really didn't listen to like that this year, that went under the radar but was really fucking good. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.